The topic of today is an important topic. It's the topic of how to balance our likes and our dislikes. So you need to understand this is considered to be the cause, one of the two of the most important cause of our suffering, according to the classical teacher Patanjali, who is considered to be like the father of yoga, the one that wrote the Raja Yoga Sutras, or the treatise on yoga psychology. So he said very clearly, there's 5 causes of suffering. The number one is our ignorance of our true nature, that you know. We talked last time about who am I. And then one is about egoism. So you don't know who you are, so you think that this temporary body and mind is you. So that's the second cause of suffering. But the third and the fourth is our likes. I mean, our attraction, our mind that likes something. That is the cause of our suffering. And then it comes with our mind does not like something. It runs away from something. See, so this is what we're going to talk about. Likes and dislikes is third and fourth cause of suffering. And the fifth cause of suffering is the fear of death. That means identification with the body, so therefore fear of death, not understanding the true nature of our immortal spirit. Okay, so this the main cause of our suffering. Why liking what we like will bring about suffering? Why disliking what we like, what we dislike will bring about suffering? Why we need to go against our likes and our dislikes? Why we need to balance our mind? This is something that is very common, fundamental to our psychology, is that we go with what we like. If you listen to people talking daily, let's say at dinner table or something, you listen to they talk, and then you see that they talk about their likes and dislikes all day long. What I like, what I dislike, I really don't like this, I really don't like that. So this is a subject of preoccupation all the time in our mind. The problem is, what you like, you run after to possess it. And then you get disappointed. Because the moment you possess what you like, then you no longer like it. No longer it gives you the same kind of happiness when you were looking for it. And the other side can also be true. Yeah. So we run away from what we dislike. So our life is like this, constantly running toward what we like and running away from what we perceive to be what we dislike. So we cannot be free. We cannot really open up. And we live a lot in our own limitation. Our limitation is created by our own mind, by our own likes and dislikes. So that is the problem. So you imagine the mind is like a pendulum of a clock, the grandfather clock. Yeah? So it swings like this, swing this way, and it swing that way. Yeah? Constantly swinging this way, that way. Yeah? Opposite. Extreme to extreme. I like something very, very, very much. I like you very, very, very much. If I cannot be with you, I kill myself. And then it goes to opposite side. I really dislike you. Yeah. I really, really, really don't like you. I hate you. I kill you. So that's a problem. Yeah. We try to get rid of what we dislike, thinking that it will give us happiness. And we try to possess what we like, thinking it will give us happiness. So these are delusions. Yeah. So you remember the story of our historical example of Hitler. Yeah. He tried to get rid of people that he disliked. He has this idea. So these people are not good. So if I'm going to get rid of these people, I'll be happy. So he get rid of 6 million people. Yeah. And you hear story also of people that marry because of whatever infatuation, attraction. You know, I marry you, so I possess you, and then after they turn to be very disliking the person they marry, and they plot all kinds of ways how to kill the person. That is true. You look at the news, you see. Because at that time, what you really like before now become what you really, really, really dislike. You think that this is your prison. You think this is your problem. So you want to get rid of it. So our mind swings to extreme. And the swinging of the mind comes from that. From our preconceived idea about what constitutes happiness. We have wrong idea of what constitutes happiness. If I get what I want, I'll be happy. If I don't have this thing in my life, I'll be happy. But can you really avoid not to have things that you don't like in your life? Very often time, exactly the thing that you don't like come and visit you in your life. You don't like somebody's character, and then you have to share a room with the same person. Yeah, something that you really dislike. Whatever that you like, even whatever you like about yourself, because what you like or you dislike is always reflecting what you like or dislike about yourself. Yeah. So you have a different opinion about yourself. What you like about yourself, then you dislike about somebody. Like that. And if you dislike about yourself something, you will dislike in somebody. And the idea is, whatever you like and dislike, it will show in your face. The person will come and will display this character, exactly what you dislike. Yeah. And then you would have to face it. Sometimes you cannot kill somebody. Most of the time we cannot kill somebody. Yeah. So you will have to face the situation and understand that it's not the person outside. Yeah. It's your own mind. Yeah. This is difficult for most of us to recognize that it is our own mind that create the problem. So in yoga, it is said, knowing that this is our own mind that has this preconceived idea and this mental tendency, attachment and the opposite. Yeah. Attachment bring fear. If you're attached to something, then you are afraid to lose it. And if you're afraid to lose it, you will behave in such a way that you don't lose it. And when you're afraid and you don't want to lose it, then you will go out of your way. You will do things that would aggravate the situation. And it's artificial because you created that situation. Then it would end up somehow problematic. It's not normal, it's not natural, it's not true. So then it would have a consequence. So attachment is called likes, okay? And the dislike is called hatred. Okay? So the normal, if you look at your life, it's always like this. Look at people's life. Running towards something, running away from something, running towards something, running away from something. Never at peace. So yoga say, you need to be balanced to find peace. And you have to, how do you balance? If your mind is swinging like this, likes, dislikes, so then what happens is you can translate that mind that swing like this into a roller coaster. What is roller coaster? I mean up and down. See? If I get what I like, I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and then drop down. And then I'm so depressed, And then I try to climb up again, climb up, and then drop down. Yeah. Climb up and then drop down. Yeah. So that's how our life is. A roller coaster, up and down and up and down and up and down. Yeah. So then you see the overall, when you are up and then after you are down, yeah. So sometimes you have delusion, you think if I'm up, then this is what I want. But you can never maintain that up. Yeah, it will drop down. And when you are down, you try to work very hard to bring it up. Yeah. You find another next topic that gets you excited. And you get excited about it. And then you cannot hold it. And then it drops down. So you run from object that you like to another object that you like to another object that you like to get yourself excited and all the time be in a high. Yeah, but it's not going to last. And the sum total of that struggle to always get what you like and to always so afraid, fear. When you run away from something, it's out of fear. So fear dominates your life. Yeah. When you don't have the object that you like, you are afraid that you don't have it. When you get the object that you like, you're afraid that you are not going to keep it. And when you're going to lose the object that you like, yeah, you're afraid you will be unhappy forever and ever. And then again, you run after the object, another object that you like. Then again, anticipation. When you have anticipation, yeah, then you are restless. Your mind is not peaceful. Anticipation means you're thinking ahead. You know, what to do to get what I like, what to do, to get this person that is perfect. I want the person, or I want this position, I want this job. Yeah, so the mind is constantly restless. When your mind is restless, you don't have peace. Okay? And you get what you want for a moment, and you hold on to it because you're afraid you're going to lose it. Yeah. So, you hear people controlling people. Yeah. Sometimes in some very sick case, they they hide somebody in the basement, they tie the person up like this. So they are securing what they think will give them happiness. Some sick kind of mind. But most of us, we try to hold on, attachment, hold on to whatever that we like. Yeah. And so we become very needy. We are not free. We're all the time thinking, oh, I need to make the person happy, otherwise the person will not be with me. Constantly. So you are also restless. And then you lose it anyway. Yeah. Because something that is artificial, something that is not true, you lose it. So you lose it, and then you become so unhappy. Now I have no goal on my life. I have nothing now left. So I want to kill myself. I want to depress forever and ever. Yeah. But you don't realize it is your mind. The whole thing, you don't realize it is your mind. And some people, because they lose something and they feel so hurt, yeah, so they close their heart. Yeah, they don't open again. Yeah, they become dry, they close up. But that also is a problem. Yeah. So the idea is you need to understand how to regulate your emotions and how to purify your mind in order for you to be independent. The idea is you need to aim toward independence. I mean, toward self-reliance. Yeah. What is self-reliance? Is counting on yourself. Yeah. Independence doesn't mean that you don't care about other people, but it just means that you need to find that happiness from within yourself. If they're swinging like this, you become dependent on object. Object is there, I'm happy. Object is not there, I'm unhappy. Yeah. So now you need to swing less. That means you need to, okay, when I'm getting what I want, I'm not okay. I'm okay, not so happy. And what I don't get, I get what I don't want, I'm also not so unhappy. I don't try to get rid of that thing in my life. I bear it. So you learn to bear your liking and bear your not liking, knowing that it is just your mind. You bear the habit of your mind. You bear the extreme of your mind. You know your mind has been emotional since very long time. And it's always run like this. Yeah, up and down, up and down, up and down. So now you learn to bear the difficulties of that mind up and down. Yeah. And you try to calm it down. This is what you try. Instead of up and down, you try to have it less. Yeah, but stable. Yeah. So your life is not excited, yeah, but it's calm. So yoga talk about calmness. Yeah, about balance, being balanced in pairs of opposites. That means in duality. In what is pleasant, what is unpleasant, what you get or what you not get. Yeah. So you need to cease to judge other people according to your own criteria. You always project your own mind on other people. Yeah, and you criticize them. And when you criticize them, you dislike them. And when you dislike them, whatever they do make you unhappy. Their existence make you unhappy. Yeah, because you don't like them. Yeah? And so you end up like this, creating your own misery. Yeah, because sometimes you cannot get rid of things. Yeah, you can. In yoga, we said you need to change your your approach toward, toward things. Yeah. You change what you can change, but you accept what you cannot change. And then you know the difference, and you have to be very patient because everything changes. Nothing is the same. Yeah. Whatever you like will change. Whatever you dislike will change because that your mind is changing. Everything is changing. So you try also. So two things. You minimize the up and down. Yeah. You bring the extreme closer. Okay. I mean, you learn to accept more, to tolerate. That's called tolerance. Tolerate. You tolerate the differences. You accept people more. You not criticize people so much. You don't dislike people so much, and you don't get attached to people so much neither. Okay, so you learn to attach to yourself, to the truth within you, not to your trait of character, because you know this would let you down. But you need to meditate, do yoga, so that you have a feeling of yourself that is not only external. Yeah, so you become more calm. Okay, so you try to become more calm. The more that you become more calm and more focusing on the inside of you, yeah, then you'll be free from these two causes of suffering. That means the likes and the dislikes. Okay, that means you'll be free from the mind up and down. Yeah, the mind attachment, disillusion, and delusional, the mind projection, and the mind dictating your life. Yeah, so this is the most important practice in yoga, how to be free from the mind dictating your life. Yeah, through its movement of attachment and of hatred. Yeah, so you need to love everyone, not maybe 100% the same, but at least you need to open up so you don't get attached. Okay, so the way how to deal with your attachment is you open up. Let's say you are very attached to somebody, yeah. Then let's say you're very attached to your son, yeah, very, very attached, all the time thinking, yeah, and depending on the son to be happy. And the son is happy, then you are happy. The son is unhappy, you are unhappy. Yeah. So you lose yourself in somebody's life. Let's say you are very attached. Yeah. Then the one of the way is you would try to be attached also to another person, to another young son of somebody. Yeah. So you open up your attachment instead of one go more, you open it up. Yeah. You get attached to many children. Yeah, like that. So then you expand your attachment, yeah, to everyone. And ideally it is said you become attached to God. Because God is everyone. God is everything and God is everyone. Yeah, so you'll be attached to everything that is considered God. Yeah. So that is one way, yeah, to deal with attachment. Another way is called detachment. That means at that time you remain in the truth of who you are. Detachment means remain in the truth of who you are, and you discriminate. Yeah, discriminate means to know the difference between the truth, yeah, the oneness, the truth, and the changing phenomena outside. Everything changes. There's only the truth that doesn't change. Yeah, the Atman, the self, doesn't change. So you you remain anchored in the truth, and then everything else, you say, it's okay. Whatever, it's okay. So you don't go also your mind. Yeah? So that's called detachment. Is working against your own passion. So when you are very emotional, you have a lot of passion, a lot of rajas. Rajas means desire. You have a lot of desire. So I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Yeah. So you need to be anchored in the truth. Yeah, because the self doesn't want anything. The self is perfect and content and fulfilled. So you don't need anything. So you calm this desire down, yeah, and you become more and more detached. That means wise. You can say wise. Detach, bring wisdom. You have to think, because our mind is so blind that if you like something or you dislike something, it's like you're blind, and you cannot see the imagination of your mind that cover up these defects of the thing that you are attached to. You dream, oh, it's perfect, it's just perfect, and then you run after that. Yeah, because of your mind delusion. Anything like this just show that your mind is very delusional. Delusional. That means not to be able to see the really making mistake, not be able to see that you are just projecting an idea. Yeah, it's not the truth at all. But you are not able to see because you are lost. Delusion is like some kind of craziness. Yeah. It's like you believe something to be true and you like to believe it to be true. But it's not true. It's it changes. And then you run after another one and you build up, another kind of delusional idea later on about something else. So, number one, you need to recognize your problem that is created by the mind. Yeah. Recognize the swing of the mind. Yeah. Recognize it, the most difficult thing. Because when you are in it, in that likes and dislikes, you lost yourself, so you don't recognize it. Okay? So you have to learn to detach and watch your mind and to see what your mind is doing most of the time. Okay? You notice when the mind is disliking something. You notice when the mind is liking something. Okay? So number one, you need to notice. You need to recognize it's your mind, it's not you. Okay? You need to recognize your tendency. And you need to recognize that it's not leading you to peace. And when the mind is not leading you to peace, it's not calm, you cannot see yourself. You cannot see the truth about life, about yourself. First, you need to think and contemplate about this a lot. You have to recognize it. Be aware of your mind tendency. Then you need to lessen the opposites. Okay? What you like very much, you try not to like so much. What you dislike very much, you try not to dislike so much. It is said the best idea the yogi, they volunteer, sorry, they volunteer to go where they dislike. Yeah, it's called tapas. They volunteer to do what they dislike, to train the mind not to be attached. And when their mind is really liking something, they don't allow the mind to go there. They deny it. Yeah. Or at least control it a little bit less. Whatever that you like, a chocolate you like, ice cream you like, you control it a little bit less, a little bit less. Because that likable quality does not belong to the object. It belongs to your mind that has this habit since a long time, that has built up this idea since a long time. And like I said earlier, you need to remember that whatever you like or dislike outside is your idea of your own self, your own idea of your own ego, your attachment to your own idea about yourself. But it's not yourself. And if you really suffer already throughout life with all this, then you sincerely, you want to calm this mind down. Don't fall into the illusion anymore of what your mind say that is likable or dislikable. Yeah, and keep yourself, remain constant in the truth of yourself, and be detached. Be detached from the whatever the mind say. That's what it means, detachment. Whatever the mind say, I like this, you say, yeah, okay, I understand, but you don't buy into it. Whatever the mind dislike, you say, it's okay, it will pass. I will see things differently in the next moment, next context. Yeah, and it's just a play of the mind, liking something, disliking something. And you can also volunteer to bring the thing that you dislike in your life and live with it. That's a very good training. You live with something you dislike, yeah, and you find peace with it. If you can live with something that you dislike and you can find peace with it, you become more strong because you don't depend on the mind anymore. Yeah, and then you become much more tolerant. It's okay. It doesn't disturb you. And sometimes it's like, people that project what they dislike, what they like and what they dislike, because not only you live with yourself, you live with other people that have this mind up and down. Yeah, so they project what they dislike upon you. They project what they like upon you. Sometimes they get so attached to you, you don't know what to do. And sometimes it's the opposite. They so dislike you. They say negative thing about you. They tell lies about you. They build up the whole story about you so that other people also dislike you, because that's how it works. Likes, you know, dislikes, not only one person, but you build up the whole theory. Like I say, Hitler built up the whole theory so he can justify his dislike. Yeah. And he created the whole war, the whole thing. Yeah. So the same. You know that. When you like something, then you build up the whole story about what you like. And when you dislike something, you build up the whole story, why justify your dislike. And that is dangerous. So you need to really calm down and use your reasonable mind. There's always something likable and something dislikable about anything, because nothing is perfect in this life. Nothing is perfect in this life. Yeah. So if somebody you like and you get attached to that, pay attention. So you need to see beyond what you like, so you can see the soul. So you can see that thing that doesn't change in the person, that is the same as something that is in you, that doesn't change, your own soul. Then you can stay with it. But don't stick to this idea that, this romantic idea or this emotional idea, because this thing doesn't last. Then after some time, you yourself get disillusioned because you don't like that anymore. Yeah. And the person change and you change. And so this world of, we call Maya, or this world of changes, all the time make you suffer. So try to build up that strength, that tolerance, and that control of your mind. Okay? When your mind goes too much extreme, know that it's your mind. It's not the truth. It's your mind. Because life is not like that. There's no right, there's no wrong, there's no perfection in this world. Nobody is perfect. If you look outside, yeah. But the perfection belongs always to your soul. So try to find yourself perfect. Then you find other people perfection, even though they have the imperfection. But you see the perfection in the imperfection. Yeah. You see the oneness in the diverse situation, and you try to see the unity, the oneness, the Atman, the self, the unchanging, the spirit, and then everything else you detach. That's all. Yeah. And that way you train your emotional mind to become more reasonable. And you are less subject to your emotional mind. And then you find the peace inside. Because if you get away from your emotional mind, you are afraid that you'll be bored. You're afraid that life have no excitement anymore. But that is the problem. Yeah. Actually, when you are away from your emotional mind, you can become spiritual. You can go to your spirit. The spirit is free. Spirit has embraced a lot. Spirit is unlimited. Yeah. So you go there. Instead of going toward your limitation of your own mind and your own projection, you want to free yourself. And the way to free yourself is to free yourself from the own conditioning of your own mind. Free yourself from your own romantic idea about things. Free yourself from this delusion to think that objects can give you, objects mean something external to you, can give you happiness. So you need to keep working on your sadhana, means your asana, your pranayama, your spiritual practices, in order for you to calm your mind down, in order for you to be able to be awakened and to have connection with something that you cannot even have words to describe, which is the peace within yourself. This is what you want. Yeah, you want the peace within yourself that lasts. You don't want the projection of your mind that likes something, dislikes something, you know, and then it builds so many stories. When it likes something, it builds a lot of imaginative story. When it dislikes something, it builds also a lot of imaginative story. It will go and look for stories. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The imagination is crazy. It is that imagination is 90%. Very big. Our mind can go, when it wants something, it's so much imaginative idea why you need to like it, or imaginative idea that why you dislike it. It's a trap. So please recognize the swing of your mind. Try to calm down. Try to not to be so extreme. Try to voluntarily live with something that you dislike. So eventually you see that it changes. And try to do all the practices so that you can, so the peace and the love of yourself can be revealed. Yeah, so you work on it from many different angles, working with your mind, but also keep doing practices so that the self, the lovable self that never disappear, never change, show up. The lovable truth that is all the time beautiful can show up. And then you can, it's not like you run away from likes and dislikes. You live a life of boredom, you know, of sadness. It's not like that. You have to control the, the swing of the mind in order to allow you to appreciate the beauty of that which is behind. Okay? But if you are too crazy, you cannot even appreciate. Okay? So don't get me wrong. Don't think wrongly. I said to you not to go with your like and not to go with your dislike so that you become, you know, a robot. That you don't like anything anymore. And, you know, it's not what I say. Okay? I say that you need to calm your mind down so you can appreciate the truth that is within you, that is beautiful. Okay? That's more correct. And sometimes you calm your mind down, but you don't appreciate anything. You just feel bored. You don't feel anything to appreciate. Then you need to keep practicing and keep reasoning and keep thinking. Then you see that because your mind is, how you say that, winning itself. You know, it's like you are addicted to something. And then you're addicted to coffee, you're addicted to some sugar or something. And when you stop the addiction, there will be a time when you are feeling not good because you crave the addiction. The addiction is already in your mind, but you cannot do it. You cannot get back to the addiction. You also cannot feel something different. See, so you are trapped. So there is a period when you stay away from your likes and dislikes, but you are not happy. You see, there will be a period like this where you want to get back to before. At least there is some moment of excitement, and you are ready to pay the price if you go down and you suffer. But there is some moment of excitement, so you are ready to pay the price. You're ready to close your eyes and then just do it. So this will happen. Your mind will be tempted. You know that this is not the way to go, but your mind will be tempted because you want to get out of your own mind. You want to be happy right away. Okay, so you need to be strong and do it slowly. Your likes and dislikes, you need to cut the corners, but slowly, so it be more solid. Yeah, not do the opposites very fast. You do the opposite very fast, you swing to the opposite also very fast. So don't do that. Yeah, don't turn love to hate and then hate to love because you want to control your mind. No, don't do that. You accept the attachment, but less. You accept the disliking, but less. Yeah, lessen, and then stronger. It's like you build up the muscles of the mind. You become stronger. Yeah. So your mind doesn't go to the up and down so much. When it doesn't go to the up and down so much, then somehow inside of you, you feel stronger and more calm and more peaceful. You know that you are on the way. Yeah. Not right away, but you are on the way. And you become more contented. Maybe not blissful right away. Yeah, but at least contented, peaceful. Okay. And then eventually the contentment and the peace will bring you to the happiness, to the bliss that is not conditioned by something external. Okay, so that's it. So that's the story of the two main causes of the root of our suffering, according to yoga philosophy. Okay, so I pray for you that you'll be able to be stronger, and then you find your peace and happiness and freedom. Okay, Hare Om Tat Sat. So those who have who want to ask question or share story, you can write. Yeah, Priya Chaitanya, yes, you can write. She can type the email that you can write, and then if something I can help, then I will give you the answer. Okay, so that's it. Thank you. And we say that we do the arati, the prayer now for your liberation and your peace. Oh.